Hi guys, in today's class, we're going to be solving the third question we were given as a take-home in our previous lesson on multiplicative inverse and division of modular arithmetic. In our previous lesson, we perfected everything, about basic operations of modular arithmetic. So we're given a couple of questions. So here was a third question we're given. So if you're just seeing this very question for the first time and you want to make an attempt, advise to pause this very video and give it a try. So we are asked to solve for the inverse of 5 in modulo 4. And we're talking about inverse or multiplicative inverse. We're talking about what we're going to multiply with a given number that will give us 1. For example, the inverse of 5, don't forget that 5 is 5 over 1. The inverse of 5, when we talk about inverse, the denominator becomes the numerator becomes the denominator. So 5 over 1 is same thing as 1 over 5. When we multiply this, we end up getting 1 in modulo 4. So something has to represent the 1 over 5. So we're looking for a given value that when we multiply this very value with 5, we end up getting the result that by the time we combine the result to modulo 4, the result will surely give us 1 modulo 4. So what's going to be the value? What value represents 1 over 5? Let's say P represents 1 over 5. So if P represents 1 over 5, what does it mean? It means 5 times P will give us 1 in modulo 4. 5 times P is 5P equals to 1 modulo 4. So what do? We're going to use this to create a multiplication table. We're going to get the multiples of 4. So each of the results we get, we add it to 1, and that becomes an equation. So let's create a table using 4. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16, and so on and so forth. So we're going to start with 0. So 0 plus 1 will give us 1. So that's 5p equals to 1. We divide both sides by 5. P is equals to 1 over 5. So it means 1 over 5 could be the multiplicative inverse of 5. 1 over 5 times 5 will give us 1. When we convert 1 to modulo 4, we end up getting 1 modulo 4. So 1 over 5 is one of the possible results. But we are looking for a whole number result. So let's look at the next. The next is 4. When you add 4 to 1, we're going to get 5. So that will be 5p equals to 5. Divide both sides by 5. P is equals to 1. So the multiplicative inverse of 5 in modulo 4 could also be 1 modulo 4. So let's see if 1 is likely one of the answers. So 1 times 5 is 5. When you convert 5 to modulo 4, you end up getting 1 remainder 1, which is 1 modulo 4. So the perfect answer, the perfect result, is 1 modulo 4. So the multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 modulo 4. 1 times 5 is 5. When you convert 5 to modulo 4, you usually get 1 modulo 4. As simple as ABC. I'm very sure that most of us get this question right. It's very cheap. It's the third question among the set of questions given to us in our previous lesson. So if you gain 1 or 2 things from this very lesson, I'll allow you to follow me at Revelation Hub on Facebook and subscribe to this very channel at Edging Mosaic, YouTube. And also please share out this very content, this very wonderful content. Share it out to others so they can also gain as much as you have gained. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks and bye for now.